talk about Kit in relation to his incredible knowledge and the love of the theatre, and particularly our working with him on 2 reviews he produced for us at the Old Market Arts Centre in Hove in 2002 and 2003. Kit had originally begun his career at Bristol's Little Theatre under the direction of Ronald Russell and Peggy Ann Wood for 2 years, and over that time he completed an incredible 48 plays in total, so we worked out that must have been in 2 weekly rep. The plays included Wilde, Shaw, Coward, Morn, Lonsdale, Agatha Christie, all the classic rep plays, and for anyone who knows the rigours of 2 weekly rep, that is no mean feat, rehearsing and presenting a new show every 2 weeks, whilst performing another show every night. This was of course the golden age of repertory theatre that has sadly become a thing of the past. Further repertory seasons for Kit followed at Eastbourne, Guildford and Richmond, and then on tour with the musicals. The first being Things Ain't What They Used to Be, a very racy tale about the underworld of Soho, and even though it was a Lionel Bart musical, Kit told us it faced a lot of opposition by the neighbourhood watch committees wherever it went on tour. Kit then joined the Brian Rix Theatre of Laughter Company at London's Garrick Theatre, presenting the classic farces Stand By Your Bedouin, Uproar in the House, and Let Sleeping Wives Lie. Kit then went into the management side of the business as a producer and director. And then in 2002, I had a call from Kit to take part in the first of the reviews, Pushbar to Open, he was producing in Hove. As soon as I spoke to Kit, I was just overwhelmed by his knowledge and passion for the business. He put together a simple review that was a showcase, a homage to the musicals he held dear. Kit had been in the Julian Slade musical Follow That Girl, so there were at least 5 numbers from that show, and a couple from Freya's Air that he'd been in at Guildford. There was a number from Things Ain't What They Used to Be, a charming number from the musical version of Armand Crichton, pretty much forgotten today, and numerous numbers by Noel Coward. I think the most contemporary number we had was a charming song, Dear Madame, originally sung by Morel Mathieu, which Kit told us he'd been wanting to put into a review for years. Rehearsals and the whole run were just a glorious nostalgia fest. Kit loved regaling us with stories of life on tour in the West End, and loved to talk about the Lane. This was, of course, the Theatre Royal Drury Lane, where Kit had joined the casts of both My Fair Lady and Camelot. It was the golden age of theatre, where manners and respect for the stars were paramount, and he always spoke of the leading ladies as Miss Dare or Miss Andrews, whoever their names were, because he was of that era, where great respect was shown to the leading ladies and all the names in the casts. Pushbar to Open included a tribute to the great lady of theatre, Miss Evelyn Leigh, presented by another great lady of the theatre, Sheila Matthews, whom Kit personally introduced.
My guest is already very well known. She played Lady Hartwell in Charlie Girl at the Adelphi Theatre, Margot Channing in Applause at Her Majesty's. Other musicals, The Sound of Music, Me and My Girl, No, Nanette, The Umbrellas of Cherbourg, Phoenix, so many plays in the West End on radio and television, and cabaret and review, both here and in America. But tonight, she pays tribute to her friend and colleague, the late Evelyn Leigh, star of so many musicals and reviews from the 1920s onwards. As many of you will know, Miss Leigh had a pet name, I think it was known in those days. Everybody called her Boo. So, with Boo to her friends, a tribute to the wonderful Evelyn Leigh, please welcome another much-loved leading lady, Miss Sheila Matthews.
When Miss Matthews first attended rehearsals, Kit almost turned it into a revival of the great Zenadair coming back to Drury Lane, and we all had to do our party pieces. Rosemary Lyford presented a beautiful tribute to Ivor Novello's gorgeous music. Rosemary Lyford presented a beautiful tribute to Ivor Novello's gorgeous music, but sadly that day, Kit had heard the sad news that a well-respected choreographer and mentor, Irving Davis, with whom Kit had worked, had sadly passed away. As Rosemary sang her heart out, the emotion of the music became too much for Kit, and he was reduced to tears. But in an instant, we saw him go from pragmatic and strict director and producer to a sincere and vulnerable human being with so much love for the business he held dear and his friend Irving. It was one of the most moving memories I shall ever have of Kit. The show was a great success, playing to packed audiences, proving that nostalgia certainly wasn't dead. Every night it was a joy to inhabit Kit's world of review and sing such glorious hand-picked material from the shows he held so dear. 6 months later, another review, Broadway Calling, followed, this time showcasing Kit's favourite American musicals, Jerry Herman, Frank Lesser, Marvin Hamlish, Cole Porter, Rodgers and Hammerstein. It was all there again.
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome your host this evening, Mr Keith Whitall.
And a very warm welcome to the old market. Thank you. Now tonight we're going down a trip down memory lane to the words and views of the Son of America's most popular composers and lyricists. Some of the songs are from musicals of the past, others have become classics in their own right. But to start with, please give a warm festival welcome with Cole Porter's opening number from Kiss Me Kate to the Brighton Calling Company, the Broadway Calling Company.
A trip back in time to a golden age, giving the chance for old stagers and young performers alike to cut their teeth and perform such gems. Kit had originally planned several reviews of this genre, but then started planning a production of Noel Coward's Waiting in the Wings with a lot of the same cast from our reviews. Sadly, this didn't come to fruition, but Kit continued to produce and direct reviews at the Arts Centre, notably Pink Paradiso, giving his guidance in creating another series of unique reviews in Brighton. Push Bar to Open and Broadway Calling are on YouTube to enjoy and remember Kit's love of music and the theatre. They were a totally unique experience for us that we will never forget. So, thank you from us all, Kit. It was a joy and pleasure to work for you, and an honour to share your love and knowledge of music and the theatre. Thank you, Kit.
Evening in Brighton was sweet.